Football Dad's Army, I am elate. I am over the moon. What a performance from Arsenal last night, especially in that second half. The second half, I mean, it was men against boys. We was quicker to everything. We absolutely demolished a Chelsea side that had a slight resurgence in recent weeks. You know, they smashed the granny out of Everton 6-0, but they could not cope with us. They could not cope with link-up play, speed. I was praying that we would be playing a little bit faster than what we did against Wolves. So I thought, you know what, they haven't got a Cole Palmer in their team tonight, and we could proper put them to the sword. I done a video before the game saying that Cole Palmer's a problem. He's a problem for Arsenal. When I heard he wasn't starting, he wasn't playing the whole game due to illness. I think it was illness, they said. I was elate. I was over the moon, and I knew from then that we could do it and that we could beat them. And there's not much of a threat. Mikhailo Mudryk was absolutely useless last night. I was saying how crap he was during the live stream. I did, but I was worrying about the old football gods. You know how they come and curse you when you say things like that. But they didn't even get involved last night. Arsenal were electric. They was unbelievable. That second half, we absolutely bust Chelsea, showed them who we really are. And it was a great bounce back from the disappointing defeats to Aston Villa and Bayern Munich getting knocked out of the Champions League. And then we'll go and play Wolves, and it was all right. We won the game 2-0, but we wasn't quite... I don't know, there must have been some sort of hangover still from that game. And I mean, if we'd have beat Aston Villa and gone through the Champions League against Bayern Munich, who knows what would have happened at Wolves? It could have been another 5 or 6-0 drubbing of Wolves. But, you know, we had to recoup. We had to, reset ourselves. We had that game against Wolves. All right, we got some confidence back from that game because we did end up winning it with goals from Trossard, Bossard, Trossardinho. He's getting so many different names now. And Odegaard, our captain, fantastic. People were saying Declan Rice will be our captain. Yeah, he's got captain capabilities. He's got a captain's mentality. But, you know, when you're fighting for a title, you need 11 captains on that pitch. And Martin Odegaard, he played his best game, the best I've ever seen him play in an Arsenal shirt. In any shirt, for that matter. I did watch him play a game when he was at Real Madrid once, and he wasn't really that fantastic then. But you know, the belief that Arteta's shown in a player like Martin Odegaard, when he did come for that loan period, he was decent. But you know, when we did eventually sign him on a full contract, the jury was still out, and there was fans on his back. Don't want him, I don't want him. There's a certain fan saying that, you know. But look what's happened. Look what our faith as fans and as the manager and the top hierarchy, the owners and whoever, the faith they've shown in this player is coming into fruition. Look how good he was last night. Listen, if he can play like that every game to the end of the season, we won't get beat. Are we worried about Spurs after that game? Yeah, it's a North London derby. There's always a bit of animosity there. There's always a bit of bite in them games. You know, they haven't got Harry Kane no more. So, you know, Harry Kane can't score against us at least. But Son's, you know, he's a great player. They've got Kulusevski. They've got some good players there at Spurs. And playing them at their ground, yeah, it is a little bit of a worry still because Chelsea were dross. Chelsea are crap. You know, we're 30 points clear of them in the league, although they've got 2 games in hand over us. Still, they're 30 points behind Arsenal. Who would have thought of that a couple of years ago? No one would have thought of that. No, everyone would have laughed at you. But look at, listen, Arsenal, throughout the whole squad, Tommy Arsu made a few little errors in that game, but was brilliant. That back four now with Tommy Arsu, I mean, basically it's 4 centre-backs. Copying Man City a little bit, I believe. But we're playing with them big, tall, all tall giants, full-backs, centre-halves. Come on, man. Playing with 4 centre-backs. You can't get through us, and they're quick as well. Ben White is a centre-back by trade. Tommy Arsu is a centre-back by trade, playing as a full-backs, inverting, taking turns inverting, running the wings, bossing that left-hand side. with Trossard, Tommy Arsu, and Trossard bossing that left-hand side, with Declan Rice in that more advanced role because of Thomas Partey coming back into the team and mopping everything up, spraying the ball around, doing what he does best, releasing Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard, the ball he played over the top for Havertz's goal, and Cucurella's he's beating Cucurella. I thought that weren't going to count because of the foul just before that with Gabriel and Manduke, I think it was Marmaduke, I can't remember his name. I thought that was going to be called back, but it wasn't. And then as the ball goes over from Odegaard, wrestling in the box with Cucurella, Havertz, it looked like he did have a little bit of a tug on his shirt, but who cares? You know, he scores a fantastic goal. And then, you know, the rest is history, mate. 5-0. Brilliant performance. Saka, I was still worried about Saka's being a bit leggy, but he had some fantastic moments. He held on to the ball too long a few times, and I believe they should have took him off before they did. I would have took him off at around 65 minutes. You know, just to save him for the Tottenham game. I know we've got a 4-day rest now. You know, I think I would give the players all the day off today. I wouldn't even have them in training. I said, go on, you know, go and have a rest, go and have a chill. And we go back to light training on Thursday, and then, you know, go back to it Friday and Saturday for the game on Sunday against Spurs away. And that game is that's going to tell me a lot about the new mentality I am seeing from this club now. Taking them disappointing defeats to Aston Villa and Bayern Munich, and, you know, just dusting yourself off, dusting yourself down, resetting your mindset, and coming back with a performance like that against Chelsea. Now, last season, when we started having some poor results in April, same month, we just capitulated totally. We lost our heads. We couldn't pick ourselves back up again, and Man City come back at us like a steam train, overtook us and done us and won the league by 5 clear points. So this year, there's a different mentality. They've learnt from that. I was worried after that Aston Villa game and the Bayern Munich game, thinking that this is it. It's April. It's time. We're going to capitulate again. History's going to repeat itself. But look what happened. Look what happened. And now I'm not going to get too overexcited. I'm not going to get too gassed. I just want to see this Tottenham game go the same way. And if we can do that to Tottenham, or if we can just beat Tottenham, like, we don't have to beat them by 5, 6, 4 goals, whatever. Just have a convincing, good performance and beat them 1 or 2-0. I'll take it. You know, 2-1, whatever. Of any kind of victory, don't have to be 5 or 6 goals. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be a total demolition. But it just has to be a great performance from us. And if we can do that against Spurs, who's to say that we can't go on and win this title? Albeit we do need Man City to slip up. You know, if they get one draw in their running and we win all our games, we win the league. We win. The goal difference is immense. I think we've got a 12 goal plus 12 more goals than Liverpool, or 13 and 12 against Man City. The goal difference is not going to be caught up. That's not going to happen. But what I'm saying is, just keep going. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think we can do it? After that performance last night, do you think that we could beat Spurs away? I am starting to get a little bit more confident than what I have been feeling, because I did say on a previous video that was the only game, Spurs away, that I was worried about in the running, and that was before the Aston Villa game. And then the football gods struck me down, and they decided to say, you know what, worry about Aston Villa. Aston Villa beat us home and away this season, took 6 points of us. Unai Emery's sort of got his number a little bit, Mikel Arteta. Maybe old Hans Postecoglou, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce it. Maybe he might get on the phone to old Unai and say, Unai, how do I beat Arsenal? Because you've definitely got his number. But if Spurs do decide to play the way they've been playing all season with that high line like that, I think it's going to be curtains for them. I think we can do them. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like stick a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. I am elated. I am so happy about that performance last night. Not one complaint. I was complaining a little bit during the game. Kai Havertz was pissing me off a little bit. You know what I mean? But look what he did. Tommy Arsu, yeah, he made a few little mistakes, but look what he did as well. They was brilliant last night, and I'll take everything bad back I said about them last night. And Arsenal, I love ya. See you later.